जागने वाले किसी बांग दरा से दिल हो.
We have been continuously talking about yellow line, right? And I say that this needs to be hammered. This line needs to be hammered. Complete withdrawal of idea from Gaza. Complete withdrawal of idea from Gaza. This is the United Nations 67 border. This is international law we are talking about. So once we sway away from these lines, this is where the colonial entity, they sniff these things out. And we cannot allow them. We cannot allow them. They continuously say, does Israel have the right to exist? Well, does Palestine have the right to exist according to United Nations 57 borders? This question needs to be hammered to every Israeli, I believe. To every person who asks this question, ask them the reversal question. Does Palestine have the right to exist according to United Nations 67 borders? And they will freeze on this question because this question is backed with international law. It's backed with everything, right? So the thing about yellow line, I mention it again and again. Complete withdrawal of idea from Gaza. Complete withdrawal of idea from Gaza. Yeah, you have mentioned about a lot about this as well. Yeah, anything about it?
Yes, about the yellow zone.
Yeah.
Actually, it's something very, very important, and we all have to speak about it, which is the yellow line, which is the yellow zone, which is the ceasefire, as the line on social media platforms, as they see it's a ceasefire, and the people all around the globe, they believe that there is a really ceasefire in the Gulf Strip, and actually, every single day we lose many children, we lose many friends, we lose many, many people in the Gulf Strip as well. Every single day, every single minute we lose many people in a very, very silent way, and nobody's talking about them. And you just see on social media platforms, there's a ceasefire on the Gulf Strip. But actually, there is nothing at all is happening right here. And there is no even the feeling of the safety like before. Every area we go for, every area we visited, we feel like there is a feeling of unsafety at all. We are not feeling in that feeling of peace and happiness like before. So for everybody's watching, everybody's listening to this interview, we have to be united. We have to speak up. We have to raise our voices more than before. We have to do the best that we can to show the entire world the truth for the sake of the humanity, for the sake of the children of Gaza, because this illegal siege must end, and we have like Palestine must be free, and inshallah, one day we will celebrate with each other for the freedom of Palestine, and we will show the entire world the truth, and we will show the entire world the resilience of the Palestinian people, and that's why until this moment, after all these years, and we are like 75 over 75 years, and we are under occupation. Until this moment, we are still on this land because this is just a small message to the entire world that this land is ours and we are still sacrifice our lives, our children, our education, our futures for this land because we are the Palestinian people. We believe this land is ours and no one and all around the world have the right to occupy this land from us. Inshallah, one day Palestine will be free and we will celebrate with each other for the freedom of Palestine. We will welcome all the people from all around the globe to the Palestinian land. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm working on, this question a lot, this yellow line question. I say complete withdrawal of idea from Gaza, keep mentioning it, say it for a reason. And we also need to understand, I work on this a lot to understand their meaning of occupation. They sometimes say, it's again back to like a prison camp situation, right? Gaza was always like a prison camp. They say sometimes, in 2005, we withdrew from Gaza. No, 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 they didn't withdraw. They didn't withdraw back then as well. Israel still, even in 2005, when they withdrew their forces, but they kept control of the airspace. These airstrikes and all these kind of things, the drones that that keep people fearful. They always kept control of this airspace and what enters through the borders. They always had this. So people need to understand their concept, this concept of occupation in all the levels. Yeah, this is what I work on as well. Right. It's very important to understand at what levels they operate their occupation, and just try to normalize these things. It's not normal. It's not normal. Israel cannot occupy airspace of Gaza. Israel cannot occupy airspace of the West Bank. Israel cannot have autonomy to what enters these borders. Palestine has the right to do that.